Hi everyone, I've been making drinks all day, and so apparently that inspired me to actually make a video of me making one of my favorite drinks. Since I have been drinking all day, I'm going to make this for my husband. It's one of his favorites, sorry, but it's Brandy Alexander. I stick with a fairly simple recipe for this. Some people will make it more and more complicated, or less, I suppose. I can't think of how you'd make it less complicated. But it's a 3-item cocktail, including this creme de cacao, which is homemade. I can link to that somewhere, but a brandy of your choice. I particularly like Asbach, their 3-year alt, and cream, in this case, a mixture of heavy cream and lighter cream. Sometimes you can get table cream, which I really like, but that's kind of more limited availability than either of the other two. In any case, the way we're going to start this out, also, nutmeg, this is critical, and a grater for said nutmeg, and a shot glass if you get right down to it. So, the first thing is going to be to chill the glass and chill the shaker. So, add your ice to your shaker. This is just ice from our ice maker. It's not great, but it's not terrible either. Let's see. I put in usually about that much. The total quantity of fluid in this drink is about 3 ounces plus any melted ice, so you don't need a whole lot in there. And summon the actual cocktail glass. You can kind of use whatever you want. As long as it'll hold 3 ounces, it should be fine. Sort of up to you. In any case, we will go ahead and start assembling components in the shaker. So, as I mentioned, this is a creme de cacao. It's dark because I made it and I don't remember exactly why it ended up dark. Some people filter it and it turns light. You can get pre-made. It's cheap, readily available, and you can get good stuff, but it's a little harder to find, so I like making it myself. It's kind of fun on its own. In any case, into that it goes. That's 1 ounce of this creme de cacao. And then we're going to be adding, why not? Our brandy, again, Asbach Uralt, 3-year aged, and it's going to be 1 ounce of that as well. I don't usually use this shot glass, but I kind of like it because it has demarcations for the various amounts that are very easy to read. That says 1 ounce. Ish. And then 1 ounce of cream. That's the last of the bit. Again, 1 ounce. In it goes. If you're wondering, I have a little plate over here that has all our, like, the messy bits and all the components I've gone through already. Just to keep it nice and organized, because I like to do that. So, that's what the slurry looks like pre-mix. Move this off to the side. You're going to shake this for about, some people say 12 seconds. I say 12 oscillations, so 12 times. Just make sure you have it either in, you can do a Boston shaker, you can do a classic cocktail shaker or whatever. Just make sure it's sealed well and that you're holding the top on, because no one likes a surprise. Alright, that should be plenty. More than plenty, probably. Dump the ice out of your cocktail glass, which is now nice and chilly. Go ahead and pour to serve. It has a nice kind of caramel color when you use the darker creme de cacao. And it should have like little ice flakes in there as well, which keep it nicely chilled. Tastes like it came out pretty well. The drop I got on my desk. And finally, take your nutmeg. I'm using whole nutmeg and just going to grate it over the top. I'm not sure this adds a lot to the flavor, but it definitely adds a lot to the experience, just because nutmeg smells amazing, and it kind of gives it sort of a more holiday feel to it. So, now that you've made a mess with your nutmeg, this is sort of the result. Give it a shot if you get a chance. It's one of my favorite drinks, especially for really cold, snowy days like today, and during the holiday seasons. Cheers and enjoy.